I was expecting nothing, and I am extremely disappointed. Like, I'm sorry, what did I watch? Like seriously, what did I watch? Hello, Resident Jack Sanborn better be good fan here. I don't even know what to say. 41 to nothing is the actual final score. This one right here, this is a caveat. We merely just scored 10 points because the Chiefs stopped caring. They put in Blaine Gabbert, who looked somehow worse than Fields. But at least he completed passes. This entire team's terrible. Nothing is good. Defense did absolutely nothing against Patrick Mahomes. Besides the first drive, they did well then, but after that, no. The offense also did absolutely nothing until late in the game when it didn't matter. And this is just terrible. This is truly terrible. Truly terrible for the Chicago Bears. I'm glad that I don't go outside too much. Because if I did, and me openly wearing a Bears shirt, I probably would get laughed at. Especially since I live near Chiefs fans. So, yeah, it was even risky going to the grocery store with not even a Chicago Bears t-shirt, but just the word Chicago with a football on it. I don't know. Nobody knows, thankfully. But this team is truly terrible. And I cannot say that enough. Because, my goodness, this is definitely going to be a team that goes 0-17. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of the players and everyone that is a part of the Chicago Bears organization, but this team is not winning a game. The Cardinals, they actually look competent. In that game, I thought we would at least, I don't know, maybe get a win out of that. Looks like we'll be terrible. That looks like we'll just die inside because they beat the Cowboys. What did we do? We lost by 31 to the Chiefs. And that's truly terrible. Everyone else in the division is winning except for the Vikings. And this is terrible. This entire team does not want to play. They simply just don't want to play. They simply are too consumed by their infighting and pretty much everything else. Like, alright, let's start with Justin Fields again. 11 for 22, 99 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Really? Really, Justin Fields? Really? And oh boy, they started using his legs. Barely. And, there was a lot less sack taking, but it truly is terrible. Truly is terrible when you can't even squeeze out 100 yards. Terrible. Where was the things that you were doing correct in 2022? Was it merely because it was a surprise to every other team? Because that is it's just so painful to watch it just do exactly what this entire team is doing, exactly what you're not supposed to do. It is doing pretty much everything wrong. And like come on, guys. 27 points in the second quarter. Let's look at the second quarter. You force the Chiefs to punt on the first drive, but then you did absolutely nothing afterwards. They got a touchdown in the first quarter. We punt the ball. They got a touchdown at the end of their first/second quarter drive. We punt. They get a touchdown. We fumble. A field goal. And then we throw an interception. They get a touchdown. We punt. They get another field goal. And we hurt Mahomes. And then he comes back. We punt. And then touchdown. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight drives of scoring points. 7 points. Like, come on. And it stopped when Mahomes isn't on the field. When Blaine Gabbert finally throws an interception. And then does it again. It truly makes sense that Blaine Gabbert played in the game and threw perfectly. If you count the 2 passes that went to the defense. But even there, it's just a backup. Justin Fields, he's supposed to be our guy. And at this point, we might not even have a quarterback. Fields is probably going to be gone after the season if he doesn't improve. And Caleb Williams, he might just be scared and just goes back to USC. Because there is absolutely no chance that he's going to be coming into this organization and saying, yes, I can succeed. It's clear that we are never going to have a good quarterback ever. It is clear that will never happen. And all of our success that could exist will never exist. Will never exist. Cardinals fans are more happy about their team than us. Cardinals fans! That we are either the most depressed or the second most depressed. And that's just because the Broncos lost by 50 points. But it's just truly, truly terrible. And I'll make a gripe about the broadcast. I'm sorry to any of the Taylor Swift fans, but it really is excessive when you're watching football and every 5 to 10 minutes, the commentators make some sort of comment about Taylor Swift. I know there's nothing else going on, but for that first half, they were talking about that far more than what I thought it would be. So that's just my little gripe. Otherwise, you can mention it once, but don't mention it 15 times. And that's probably an understatement. It's more like 25. But just truly, okay. Now let's go back to the Chicago Bears with Luke Getsy. He truly is a spy from Green Bay. Because it doesn't seem like he wants to use Fields' best ability, and that is run the football. He truly does not want to use it. I don't even understand what is happening. I don't understand why we are underutilizing every single part of the Darnell Mooney didn't even have it. He had 1 target, 0 catches. It truly is terrible when I have to sit through this entire season just to end up with no quarterback. Everyone is going to be fired either mid-season when the McCaskies actually wake the hell up, or something, or just something else has to change. It's this is the worst football team again. Last year, it was one of the most spectacular number 1 overall picks in the entirety of the NFL's history. And yet, we're going to be ended up at that same exact position, but looking horrible. Horrible. We're not going to experience a single bit of joy. Even beating the Broncos next week. That probably would give a slimmer of joy. But then it'll just go back to into reality. Because we have one of the easier schedules of this year. And yet, it's going to end up exactly how it was last year. What do we got? We got the Broncos, Commanders, and then the Vikings. Those are our next 3 opponents. And I cannot tell you, I cannot say with a straight face that we're going to win any of them. Because we are not. We're going to go 0-6. And you know where coaches go when they go 0-6 after a terrible season? Into Lake Michigan. Because where else are you going to put them? I don't care. I don't care what lake, one of those great lakes, throw them in there. Just out. And I guess let's move on to the defense. Like, come on. You can't stop basic running. Why can't you stop that? Why can't you even breathe on Patrick Mahomes until later in the game when you've injured every single offensive lineman for the Chiefs? Also, that's probably the most damage that we did. And there's 450 yards of offense. 450 yards, allowing 31 first downs. 31! 10 of 14 on third down. They had double our yards. And had 2.1 extra yards per play. And I don't know how much I can say this more, but it's truly a terrible performance. I don't care that the Chiefs are extremely good. This is still a terrible team. And nothing is going to change until either ownership changes or everything goes right. And the problem is that will not happen. Because this organization is going to have zero luck and is going to get zero good fortune until shit changes. And that's just... And the thing is that it's week 3 that this is all falling apart. Again, back to the Alan Williams thing. Resigning for health and family. That's complete bullshit. Because it was then leaked. Well, not leaked, but it was then told to Adam Schefter that it was because of inappropriate activity. Now, we don't necessarily know what inappropriate activity is. Could have been accidentally putting the toilet paper wrong, on backwards. It could be myriad of different things. But, and whatever it is, it's still not good. And, again, nothing's going to change unless everything goes right or the money is screwed with and the owners sell. Because there legit is nothing out there for us to be excited about. There is nothing to be excited about this year. Last year, it was Justin Fields just running the ball without any help. But this year, we give him help, and that help drops the ball. And it truly is terrible. It's just football terrorism at this point. It's just football terrorism that this team has to do this. And there is zero excitement. There will be zero excitement even when we get the number 1 overall pick, because there is nothing that I can see that will change this program's fortune. That will change this football team's atmosphere. Because absolutely none of it is going well. None of it is. There is zero things that are going well with this program, this franchise. I truly can't understand it. I truly can't understand why nobody from the Chicago Bears organization on top is giving two craps. Wait, actually, I think I know. Money. We give him a shit ton of money. So, yeah. Yep. Nothing's gonna change until the money is screwed with. That's about it. But I'll never get there at this point. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I gotta go do shit that actually will benefit my mental health. Maybe, I don't know. No, I'm not making a resignation joke. I'm actually being serious. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.